Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, to continue with the tarot season, I'm going to be reading for the Boyz member Chani or new. So yes, just do this reading to celebrate him. I believe his birthday was yesterday. So yes, let's do this. He got the cards of Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Empress. And from the Oracle, he got the cards of Moon in Virgo, Order. So definitely a very beautiful, very Taurian, also very Taurus energy cards. Um, I think that it's amazing. Chani, it's a really like a great guy. Um, like the energies of these cards are very give me very happy vibe, but not happy in the sense of um, ignoring, like being too bright and too optimistic. I think that he definitely is a guy that is loved, and with the King of Cups in here in the middle, is very like it's very prominent, the feeling, the sentiment of feeling like a King of Cups, like the receiver of love, acceptance, um, understanding. And he's also like a giver of this. He's not just receiving, but definitely he knows he's loved. He's a very loved person. Um, so, but let's start with the beginning. That we have the Nine of Wands. Um, I definitely see that. Um, Probably in the fast in the last few months, he had been like feeling very exhausted and actually like putting all his efforts, like the Taurus that he is, to not give up. Um, Definitely the exhaustion is here. Um, Being very busy. Um, like facing a lot of challenges and actually like yes, like overcoming them. But definitely, the probably last year it was very energetically like demanding for him, especially the body. Um, and also being able to probably has to do with traveling around so much, being here and there. He's a double Taurus, so I believe that even though he loves to see the fans and he loves to have the opportunity to meet new places, at the end of the day, he probably wishes he could go home. He could go to the comfort of his place, or uh, he just loves routine so much, and he's a very quiet person. So, I think that also since he had the oracle, he had the moon in Virgo order. Probably he's a guy that he has um, a lot of routines, and he's used to doing things in a certain way. And he doesn't like to negotiate, things, especially schedules and things. He likes to stay organized. And probably last year it was a bit chaotic for him, and he had to endure a lot of things, and probably his body, like everything, was very harsh, was very demanding, feeling very demanded from the outside, actually being asked to do a lot of things. And when I say this, I think that this Nine of Wands, it speaks for the whole group. It's not just Chani, the one that feels like this. I think that last year it had been a very busy year. They didn't stop once, and thankfully they were able to fulfill all their destinations and all their schedules and all their concerts. So, but yes, here with the Nine of once is like it was hard for me, like actually, like it was a very challenging time for him. And and now he's like more relaxed. Now he, with the Nine of Cups, now he's feeling, he's slowly seeing like the benefits of working so hard. He's slowly seeing that there's a lot of projects or a lot of visions that he had for the group and himself, that they are slowly coming true. So he definitely feels very blessed in this sense. He feels very satisfied. He's someone that even though he's remarking here from the beginning that this was very challenging and it was hard to keep up with so many things, at the end of the day he's very proud, and probably this is a year where he's feeling very comfortable with saying we made it, and he's very proud. He's very proud of himself. He's very proud of the group. Possibly the group will keep continuing gaining a lot of attention, a lot of opportunities to grow, to expand themselves. So definitely he's like feeling very grateful. He's feeling very comfortable with the idea of that, even though maybe in the past he did resist a bit the changes, he was a bit moody, a bit like uncomfortable with some decisions being so rushed or some demands being done to them, in a very harsh way, like, okay, tomorrow you have to be here and then here, and maybe he thought that they were very, like, that there were a lot of expectations coming from him, like in, to be and do several things, and in a very short period of time, and he feeling like he didn't have the proper preparation to do so. But now looking back to this, he's like more relaxed, and he's seeing like the good feedback, he's seeing the good results. He's seeing that this is also allowing them to get more opportunities, and he definitely is feeling very proud. I believe he feels very important, and this definitely is something that it does influence his self-esteem. He's actually, from the cards that I get here, he's actually a very simple guy. The things that make him happy are actually this acceptance, this love. I think that he's a guy that probably he became an artist, or he became like a musician, or a K-pop idol, to feel the love. I think that, and also to give back love. In this sense, Chani is a very Taurus person. He's like the embodiment of the Venusian energy. He was born to give and receive love. Um, he's this sort of also very like peacemaker kind of person, but also since he has the King of Cups, um, Jenny is someone that, even though he's very young and he's very loving, and he just loves to be surrounded by the people that he cares about. Chani, since he's represented here by the king, definitely he can have his moments where he is a bit bossy, because since he's represented by the king, it means that he definitely has the energy of someone older and wiser. So somehow there he could have these moments where he sees himself as an authority in the group, or where he can like somehow use this influence that he has, especially on the other members, like knowing that he's loved, and knowing that the others respond to him, or that the others love him. He sort of uses that to have like a sort of like authority, because I think that Chani emotionally, he's very nurturing. He's like this sort of mother, in the sense, but not the lovey-dovey mother, like I'm going to protect you kind of thing. No, he's much more that sort of mother. That's why I have the Empress here. Because he's the mother that is the provider. In the sense that probably he's the type of motherly vibe that he does make sure that you ate, that you are well fed, that you are wearing comfortable clothes, that you are not having cold, that you are in a well mood, that on the outside your needs are met. And if he can like actually like do something to make you feel better, um, he will do it. He will be very observant of you in that sense. If he notices that you are lacking something, that you don't have your vitamins, for example, or that, I don't know, you need a tissue, or you need something practical, he will provide that for you. He will be like very observant of those needs in you. Or if you're, I don't know, if you're wearing something and he realizes that maybe, I don't know, you are wearing it wrong or you are not doing it correctly, he will correct you. But he will do it not to reprehend you or not to look smarter and to make you feel dumb, but he will do it to protect you, to make you do better, and like, oh, okay, like, and also to prevent you from doing other mistakes, So in that sense, he's very protective of his people, and I think that he does recognize that he has um, this sort of magnetism that is very subtle, but people are in the group, especially, I sense that they are drawn to him, even though there maybe you can agree with him on some things and maybe not so much on others. He's someone that somehow you look for his approval. I don't know why. He has this very soft nature, but in that soft nature, he also asserts his power over the others. A sort of gentle power, but he doesn't like impose himself on others, but he doesn't also allow others to walk all over him. It's like he's sweet, he's soft, he's gentle, and he's very like Venusian, but at the same time he's like, I'm a king, so respect me. And in this sense I believe that he's very mature. He's very mature. He knows his attributes. He knows his value. He knows, he's someone that probably he since he's very Taurus, he does like spend extra attention on his looks, on the way he looks, on the way he smells, on the way he behaves, his manners. He's very well put together. He's a very, in a sense, a bit of he's very organized as well. So he will always be looking amazing. And this year, I think that he will be very inspired to create. So probably you will see like Chani participating on a lot of creative things. I think that this year he's going to be a bit more bold. He's going to get a bit more ambitious and courageous, and he's going to speak up a bit more about some things that he wants to try. So either this is like, because I believe that he loves clothes a lot. He loves like to style himself a lot. So I think that he could come up with an idea about this, a project. So definitely I see him like creating something, and just like, getting out a bit of the passive role, in the sense that he's not, in this time, he's not going to wait for others to give him permission to create something. He's going to be like, okay, here I go. This is my idea. This had been in my mind for so long. I want to share it with you, and I would like to have it approved because I want to do it. I want to go for it. And also here with the Empress, it's very likely, it's very possible that his ideas are going to be very like fructiferous, very, um, very, um, that also his idea and um his influence and his imagination and everything that he's thinking of, it can also add to the creative process of the group to expand, to grow much more. So I think that this is a year where also this is why he has the King of Cups here in the middle, because I think that he's like, I could do more, or I feel like I could do more. He usually is a guy that he's very like satisfied with his role in the group. He's a great um, he's a great um, influence in the group. It's like what he does is amazing. So, and he's also very consistent in his efforts, in his influence. It's like he's not the guy that he has to work extra hard to get things done correctly. But in this year, probably he's feeling a bit much more generous and open, and happier, probably, feeling a bit more like excited to show others what he's all about, or probably he had been writing something, being like, okay, guys, this is it. I wrote this. I want to show you this, because I think that honestly, like, Chani is very. I say there's a part of him that is very shy, uh, but not shy because he doesn't trust others. I think that there are some things that are so cherished to him, and probably he's very possessive of some things that has to do about his emotional nature and about how he fits inside. Um, Sometimes maybe he's like, oh, I don't know if people would be interested in how I feel inside, you know, because he wants to be a positive influence for others. So probably if he gets too emotional, he's like, oh no, I'm going to make people sad or worry about me, and I don't want that. But I think that slowly he's starting to embrace that yeah, he can be a complex person, that there's a lot of deepness inside his heart, and that there are moments where he overflows with emotions, and that he's much more than a pretty face, and I think that when you are such a Taurus, and when you have all this energy here, very balanced energy, um, people take for granted your beauty. People like somehow like put you in this role, like, oh, because you are very good looking or you're beautiful and everything about you is beauty. So yes, it of course it is. But at the same time, beauty um beauty also is a form of art. And actually the people that work in this industry, they do spend a lot of time to learn about their features, to learn about how to look their best, to learn about colors, to learn about what harmonizes them. So I think that is not just about following a trend. And I think that being Venusian and being beautiful is a whole way of expression at the same time, and it's art. It's like using your body as a sort of canvas, where you can reproduce different colors, different styles, um, different concepts. So I think that Chani wants to expand on that. He wants to be much more than, yes, I'm beautiful, and my voice is beautiful, and everything I do is so Venusian, is so attractive, it brings you calm. But he also wants to add a bit of deep meaning to that. And then from the oracle, yes, the moon in Virgo order. I think that yes, also, like the typical earth sign that he is, he's someone that, yes, he's going to do his thing, he's going to complete his task, but he's someone that he's going to do it at his pace, and he's going to put order. He's going to put order to his responsibilities, because I think that since there's a lot of popularity here and potential to grow, probably him and the boys are going to, be very busy again this year. So he's like, I don't want to go crazy like the last time. So this time I'm going to get a bit more, like, more organized. Like, I'm going to get myself a planner. Like, I'm going to also talk to the other guys, and I'm going to have my things arranged. My productivity on check. I think that for him this year, yes, the word order is going to be very. I think that is what keeps him grounded, and actually what makes him feel secure emotionally, is to feel like, he can have some control and order some things about his life. Because probably, and this also has to do with maybe how the company manages them. Maybe there could be some instances where things get very disorganized, and when things get very crazy and yes, everyone is excited, of course, but at the same time I think that they need to work on the organization. Because somehow what Chani is showing me here is that last year, even though it was very successful, thank God, he went a bit crazy. He was like, this is like, I think that this is too much. Like, you are making us do a lot. And yes, we are not complaining, but I am feeling tired. Like, I'm feeling like, like, if you give me one more extra task to do, I don't think I will do it. He was very, like, also, he was a bit like, he was not in a good mood, because of all the demands. Probably he was feeling a bit moody, a bit angry, also frustrated at the lack of administration. So this is why I think that maybe this year he will be able to speak up and be like, okay, guys, we are going to be busy, we are going to do so much, so please, I ask collaboration of all of you to, let's keep this order, let's give this an order, because I don't like to work like this. So this is why I think that when I see the King of Cups here, I definitely see him being a sort of leader. I think that definitely the other members listen to him, because somehow he's also very intuitive, he's very empathic. So the things that he notices, the details, they are very sensorial, are very, like, I think that he can read the room very well. And he doesn't like to, like I said, he doesn't like to impose to others, he doesn't like to interrupt others, he doesn't like to boss people around. But I think that for him and his, his own mentality and his own well-being, he just wants to, enjoy what he's doing. He wants to do it like correctly, but he also wants to enjoy his work. So this is why I think that if he sees that things are getting a bit crazy, he will ask for order. So yes, this is all I have for him, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.